In our busy lives, it's normal to feel really stressed and confused. Work, relationships, and our own expectations can be a lot to handle. It's like a big storm inside us, and we just want to find a peaceful place. Buddhism, an ancient way of thinking, can help us understand how to deal with these tough feelings. This video will talk about the important ideas from Buddhism that can help us when we're feeling too much. Step 1. Talk with someone you trust and like. In the big world where things can get really busy, it's okay to feel overwhelmed. But you know what? You don't have to face it alone. That's where the magic of talking to someone you trust and like comes in. It's like having a superhero friend for your emotions. Imagine you're in a big playground and you feel a bit lost or scared. What would you do? You'd probably look for a friend, right? In Buddhism, they talk about this too. They call it Sangha, which is like having a group of friends on your journey of feeling better. So when you're overwhelmed, find someone you trust, like a family member or a buddy, and just talk. It's not about having all the answers. It's about sharing how you feel. You'll be surprised how much lighter your heart can feel when you let someone in on what's going on inside. Buddhism teaches us that life is like a giant playground. But even in big playgrounds, we can feel small sometimes. Talking to someone you trust is like finding a playmate who knows the game. Someone who can be there for you when the slides seem too high or the swings too fast. It's like having playmates who understand the rules of the game of life. So when you're feeling overwhelmed, don't hesitate to reach out. Share your feelings and let someone be your playground buddy. You don't have to carry all those feelings alone. Sometimes, sharing them with a friend can make everything feel a bit more manageable. Imagine your feelings are like hidden treasures. When you share them with someone you trust, it's like uncovering those treasures together. Buddhism encourages us to see the value in these connections. Your trusted friend becomes a treasure hunter, helping you navigate the playground of emotions. Trust is like a superpower in friendships. When you trust someone, it's like giving them a map to your emotional treasures. Buddhism tells us that sharing our feelings is not a weakness, it's a strength. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, don't be afraid to unlock the treasure chest of your emotions by talking to someone you trust. You might discover that the journey becomes lighter when shared. When you're feeling a bit cold, you wrap yourself up in a warm blanket, right? Well, talking to someone you like is like wrapping yourself in a cozy emotional blanket. Their likability becomes your warmth in the chill of overwhelming moments. In Buddhism, they emphasize the importance of liking and caring for each other. It's like finding warmth in the cold world of emotions. When you talk to someone you like, it's like wrapping yourself in a cozy emotional blanket. Their presence can provide comfort and reassurance, making you feel less alone in your overwhelmed moments. Imagine a bridge that connects two parts of a beautiful garden. Talking to someone you trust and like is like walking on this friendship bridge. It helps you cross over from the side of overwhelming feelings to the side of comfort and understanding. Friendship is like a bridge. Buddhism teaches us that when we connect with others, it's like crossing over from a difficult place to a more comfortable one. Talking to someone you trust and like is like walking on this friendship bridge, helping you move from feeling overwhelmed to feeling supported. It's a journey worth taking, step by step. Step 2. Tell yourself that you are okay and secure. Imagine you're on a big roller coaster. Sometimes life can feel like that, with lots of ups and downs. When it gets bumpy, Buddhism has a cool trick, telling yourself that you are okay and secure. It's like giving yourself a reassuring pat on the back and saying, "Hey, I've got this." In the world of Buddhism, they talk about something called inner security. It's like having your own invisible superhero cape. When life feels shaky, telling yourself that you're okay and secure is like wrapping that cape around yourself. It's a reminder that even when things feel crazy, there's a part of you that's strong and steady. Think about your favorite superhero. They always have this unwavering confidence, right? Well, Buddhism says you have a superhero within you too. When you tell yourself that you're okay and secure, it's like activating your inner superhero. You become the hero of your own story, facing challenges with courage and confidence. Buddhism teaches us that we all have this amazing superhero power within us, the power of inner security. It's like a shield that protects you from the worries and doubts. Telling yourself that you're okay and secure is like putting on your superhero cape and standing tall in the face of life's roller coaster ride. Imagine you're feeling a bit scared, like when the lights go out at night. What do? You might pat your own back and say, "It's okay, I'm safe." Telling yourself that you're okay and secure is like that reassuring pat. It's a simple but powerful way to comfort yourself when the world feels a bit too big. Buddhism teaches us about self-compassion, being kind to ourselves, especially when things are tough. Telling yourself that you're okay and secure is a way of being your own best friend. It's like giving yourself a gentle pat on the back, saying, "I've got your back, buddy." Close your eyes and picture an invisible cape fluttering behind you. That's your inner security cape. When you tell yourself that you're okay and secure, it's like wrapping that invisible cape around your shoulders. It's a reminder that, no matter what happens, you carry your own source of strength and comfort. Buddhism talks about impermanence, which means things are always changing. But guess what? Your inner security is like a steady lighthouse in the stormy sea of change. Telling yourself that you're okay and secure is like acknowledging the power of that lighthouse within you. It guides you through the rough waves of life. Remember how superheroes face challenges with bravery. When you tell yourself that you're okay and secure, you're gearing up to face your challenges too. Buddhism says that acknowledging your inner strength is the first step to conquering whatever comes your way. Life is an adventure, and sometimes it feels like you're climbing a mountain. Buddhism encourages us to look within and recognize our own courage. Telling yourself that you're okay and secure is like taking a deep breath before facing the next climb. It's your way of saying, "I can do this." Step 3. Pay attention to your breathing. All right, imagine you have a special friend who's always with you, no matter where you go. Guess what? It's your breath. Buddhism teaches us that paying attention to your breathing is like hanging out with this friend. It's a simple, awesome way to find calm when everything around you feels a bit too much. In Buddhism, they call it mindful breathing. It's not about doing complicated tricks. It's just about being aware of your breath. Imagine your breath is like a little anchor that keeps you grounded when the waves of life get wavy. Think about your breath for a moment. It's always there, right? Buddhism says your breath is like a loyal buddy. Paying attention to your breathing is like saying, "Hey, buddy, I appreciate you. Let's hang out for a bit." It's a way to connect with something constant in the midst of life's changes. Your breath is like a superhero sidekick. When life gets a bit crazy, paying attention to your breathing is like inviting this sidekick to help you out. It's a reminder that even in the busiest moments, you have a reliable friend right under your nose. Literally. Close your eyes for a second and take a deep breath. That's it. You just did mindful breathing. Buddhism doesn't make it complicated. It's as simple as being aware of your breath, feeling it go in and out. This simple magic can make a big difference when you're feeling overwhelmed. Mindful breathing is like a magic spell for your mind. It doesn't require a special wand or incantations. All you need is your breath. Buddhism teaches us that taking a moment to be with your breath is like a reset button for your emotions. It's like telling your mind, "Hey, let's take a breather," literally. Imagine you're on a boat in the middle of a stormy sea. Your breath is like the anchor that keeps you steady. Paying attention to your breathing is like dropping that anchor when the waves of overwhelm try to push you around. It grounds you in the present moment, where the storm can't reach. Life can be a bit like a storm, right? But your breath is your anchor. When you feel the waves of overwhelm rising, paying attention to your breathing is like dropping that anchor. It's your way of saying, "I'm here, right now, and I can handle whatever comes." Your breath has a rhythm, like a dance, in and then out. Buddhism says paying attention to this dance is like joining in. It's a calming dance that your body and mind perform naturally. When you're feeling overwhelmed, step into this dance, feel the rhythm, and let it carry you to a more peaceful place. In and out, like a gentle dance, Buddhism encourages us to sway to the rhythm of our breath. It's not a complicated dance. It's the simplest one there is. Paying attention to this dance is like joining a cosmic ballet that brings calmness to your inner stage. Paying attention to your breathing is like having a chill hangout with this buddy. It's a simple, magical way to find calm in the midst of life's chaos. So, take a moment, breathe in, breathe out, and let the dance of mindfulness continue. Step 4. Be careful with using substances. Picture this. You have a treasure chest, and inside it are magical potions. Well, in life, these potions can be things like food, drinks, or even stuff you might want to try. Buddhism teaches us to be like wise wizards with our potions, using them carefully and mindfully. In Buddhism, they talk about mindfulness. It's like being aware of what you're doing. When it comes to substances, like food or drinks, being careful means treating them like special potions. It's about using them with awareness and not letting them control us. Imagine you're in a room full of treasures. Each treasure is a choice you can make, like what to eat or drink. Buddhism says your choices are like treasures, and being careful with substances is about picking the treasures that make you feel good and healthy. Life is a bit like a treasure hunt. Buddhism teaches us to see our choices as treasures in a chest. Being careful with substances is like choosing the treasures that bring you joy and well-being. It's about making choices that add sparkle to your treasure chest of life. Think of yourself as a wizard with a magic wand. Your choices, especially with substances, are like spells you cast on yourself. Being careful is like being a wise wizard who knows the right spells to use. It's about using substances in a way that adds magic to your life, not takes it away. You have this magical power within you, the power of choice. Buddhism says that being careful with substances is like using your magic wand wisely. It's about making choices that align with your well-being, casting spells that bring positive energy into your life. Imagine a feast with all your favorite dishes. Being careful with substances is like being the chef of this feast. It's about creating a menu that not only tastes good, but also makes you feel good. Mindful feasting means savoring each bite and sip, knowing that you're nourishing both body and mind. Buddhism invites us to be the chefs of our own feasts. Being careful with substances is like preparing a mindful feast. It's about choosing foods and drinks that bring joy and health. Imagine every bite and sip as a celebration of life, a delicious moment to be savored. Life is a bit like walking on a tightrope sometimes. Being careful with substances is like keeping your balance. It's about knowing how much is just right for you. Buddhism teaches us that balance is the key. Not too much, not too little. It's the sweet spot that keeps you steady on your tightrope walk. Imagine yourself on a tightrope, balancing gracefully. Being careful with substances is like finding your balance. Buddhism encourages us to be mindful of how much we use. It's about enjoying the flavors of life without tipping the scales too much. It's the art of walking the tightrope with poise. Being careful with substances is like being a wise wizard, choosing the right potions for your magical journey. So let's continue this magical adventure, making choices that add sparkle to the treasure chest of your life. Step 5. Don't keep thinking about things you can't control. Imagine you have a backpack. In this backpack, you carry things, thoughts, worries, and plans. But here's the catch. You can't control everything. Buddhism tells us that sometimes it's like having a magical button on your backpack that says, "Let go." It's a reminder not to carry more than you need. In Buddhism, they talk about the beauty of letting go. It's like cleaning out your backpack, only keeping the things that really matter. When it comes to thoughts and worries, letting go is the secret sauce for a lighter and happier journey. Close your eyes and picture your backpack. See that little button that says, "Let go." Buddhism teaches us that this button is your superpower. When you're carrying thoughts or worries that weigh you down, press that magical button. Letting go is like dropping unnecessary rocks from your backpack, making your journey much more enjoyable. Letting go is not about giving up, it's about making your load lighter. Buddhism says that life is a bit like a hike, and your thoughts are like the rocks you carry. Letting go is the art of deciding which rocks to keep and which ones to release. It's your way of saying, I don't need to carry this extra weight. Think of your mind as a room, and thoughts as items in that room. Buddhism teaches us to be like tidy room keepers. Letting go is like cleaning out the clutter. It's about sweeping away thoughts that create chaos, making room for the ones that bring peace and joy. In the house of your mind, letting go is like decluttering. Buddhism encourages us to be mindful room keepers. When thoughts pile up like unused items, letting go is your cleaning session. It's your chance to create a mental space that feels light, airy, and welcoming. Imagine you're holding a balloon. Thoughts and worries are like helium, filling up the balloon. Letting go is like releasing the balloon into the sky. Buddhism says that releasing thoughts is like giving them the freedom to float away. It's a beautiful act of liberation for your mind. Thoughts can be like balloons, and your mind is the sky. Letting go is like allowing these balloons to soar freely. Buddhism teaches us that releasing thoughts doesn't mean ignoring them. It means giving them the space to drift away. It's a gentle act of allowing your mind to breathe. Think of life as a river, always flowing, never stopping. Buddhism calls it impermanence. Letting go is like allowing your thoughts to flow along with the river. It's understanding that everything changes, and holding on to thoughts is like trying to stop the river. Letting go is your way of going with the flow. Impermanence is a big word, but it simply means that things are always changing. Letting go is like recognizing the flow of life, like being in a river that never stops. Trying to hold on to thoughts is like trying to stop the water. Impossible. Letting go is your choice to go with the flow. Step 6. Take a short rest. Imagine you're on a playful adventure, and suddenly you feel a bit tired. Buddhism teaches us that it's perfectly okay to find a cozy spot and take a short rest. Think of it like recharging your energy, so you can continue your journey with a bounce in your step. In Buddhism, they talk about the importance of rest. It's not about giving up on the adventure. It's about pausing for a while, catching your breath, and then jumping back into the excitement. Taking a short rest is like a little pit stop on your journey. Close your eyes and imagine a soft, cozy blanket. Taking a short rest is like wrapping yourself in this adventure blanket. It's a warm pause in the middle of your journey, a moment to recharge. Buddhism tells us that resting is not a sign of weakness. It's a wise strategy for keeping your adventure joyful. Adventure blankets are like little breaks for your soul. In Buddhism, they say taking a short rest is like finding this blanket when you need it. It's your way of saying, I deserve a break, and that's okay. Just like a cozy blanket, a short rest wraps you in comfort, preparing you for the next exciting part of your journey. Think of your journey as a thrilling race. Taking a short rest is like making a pit stop. It's not about giving up on the race. It's about checking your tires, refueling, and getting ready for the next lap. Buddhism encourages us to see rest as a strategic move, a way to make sure you finish the adventure with flying colors. In the adventure of life, pit stops are your secret weapon. Buddhism says that taking a short rest is like making a pit stop in the race. It's your chance to recharge your energy, fix any little hiccups, and then zoom back into the excitement. So when you feel a bit tired, embrace the pit stop and get ready for the next thrilling stretch. Imagine you're a superhero, and even superheroes need breaks. Taking a short rest is like activating your own power break. It's a moment to regain your strength, clear your mind, and come back even stronger. Buddhism teaches us that breaks are not a sign of defeat. They are your way of ensuring victory in the challenges ahead. Superheroes have this amazing ability to recharge, and so do you. Buddhism tells us that taking a short rest is like your power break. It's your chance to regroup, refresh, and return to the adventure with a burst of energy. Just like a superhero, you'll be ready to conquer whatever comes your way. Think of a short rest as a snack for your soul. It's a quick refuel that brings a burst of joyful energy. Buddhism encourages us to see resting as a delightful treat. It's not a chore, it's a gift you give to yourself. So when you're feeling a bit tired, savor the sweetness of a short rest and let it energize you for the wonders ahead. Snacks are like little joys, right? Buddhism says that taking a short rest is like having a delightful snack for your soul. It's a quick pick-me-up that adds a dash of joy to your adventure. So enjoy your rest like a delicious treat and get ready to continue your journey with a happy heart. Taking a short rest is not a pause in your adventure. It's a smart move to ensure you enjoy the journey to its fullest. So embrace the joy of resting, recharge your energy, and let the next part of your adventure unfold with renewed enthusiasm. Step 7. Use your extra energy by doing something active. Imagine you have a pocket full of energy, like colorful marbles bouncing around. Buddhism tells us that when you're feeling extra peppy, it's time to let those marbles out and have a little dance. Using your extra energy by doing something active is like turning that dance into a joyful celebration. In Buddhism, they talk about the dance of energy. It's not about keeping those marbles in your pocket. It's about letting them dance freely. When you're buzzing with extra energy, doing something active is like joining the dance, a way to express the liveliness within you. Picture yourself at a playful marble party. Your extra energy is like those lively marbles, ready to bounce and roll. Using your extra energy by doing something active is like letting those marbles out onto the dance floor. It's a celebration of vitality, a joyful expression of the zest that's bubbling within you. Marbles love to move, and so does your energy. Buddhism teaches us that when you're bursting with vitality, doing something active is like hosting a bouncing marble party. It's your chance to let the energy flow, creating a lively atmosphere where every movement is a joyful dance. Think of your body as a musical instrument and your extra energy as the melody waiting to be played. Using your extra energy by doing something active is like turning that melody into a beautiful symphony. Buddhism encourages us to see our bodies as instruments of joy, and being active is your way of playing the energetic tunes within. Every step, every jump, every move is a note in the symphony of your energy. Buddhism says that using your extra energy by doing something active is like composing the vibrant melody. It's your way of creating a harmonious tune that resonates with the joy of being alive. So let your body be the instrument, and let the energetic symphony play on. Imagine your extra energy as a playful dance partner. It's ready to twirl, spin, and leap with you. Using your extra energy by doing something active is like engaging in a lively dance. It's not about following strict steps. It's about letting the energy lead, creating a spontaneous and joyous dance of movement. Dancing is like a conversation with your energy. Buddhism tells us that using your extra energy by doing something active is like having a playful dance with this lively partner. It's an unscripted, spontaneous dance where every jump and skip is a celebration of the vibrant energy within you. Imagine your energy as a splash of refreshing water. When you're feeling a bit too warm, using your extra energy by doing something active is like taking a splash. It cools you down, invigorates your spirit, and brings a wave of freshness to your being. Buddhism encourages us to see activity as a refreshing dip in the pool of energy. Activity is like a dip in the pool of your energy. Buddhism says that using your extra energy is like taking a refreshing splash. It's your way of rejuvenating, cooling off, and embracing the invigorating waves of vitality. So, dive into the pool of activity and let the energy splash revitalize your spirit. Using your extra energy by doing something active is not just a physical activity. It's a celebration of the vitality within you. So let the dance continue, let the marbles bounce, and may your energetic celebration be a joyful expression of the vibrant life you carry within. Step 8. Quickly check if what you're thinking is real. Imagine your mind is like a movie theater, playing all sorts of films, dramas, comedies, and fantasies. Buddhism teaches us that every now and then, It's good to grab the remote and hit pause. Quickly checking if what you're thinking is real is like giving yourself a reality check, making sure your mental movie is in sync with the real world. In Buddhism, they talk about mindfulness, being aware of what's happening right now. When it comes to thoughts, quickly checking if they're real is like being the director of your mental movie. It's your way of making sure the scenes in your mind match the reality outside. Close your eyes and picture a cozy movie theater. Your thoughts are the films playing on the screen. Quickly checking if what you're thinking is real is like being the manager of this theater. It's your responsibility to ensure that the movies in your mind align with the real-world script. Your mind is a magical movie theater, and you're in charge of the screenings. Buddhism encourages us to see our thoughts as movies. Quickly checking if they're real is like being the chief projectionist. It's your way of ensuring that the stories playing in your mind aren't creating unnecessary drama or fantasy. Imagine you have a remote control for your thoughts. Quickly checking if what you're thinking is real is like hitting the reality button. It's your way of saying, let's make sure I'm not getting lost in a fantasy or getting too carried away with worries. Buddhism teaches us that the reality remote is a handy tool for a balanced mind. Your thoughts are like channels, and you're the remote control master. Buddhism says that quickly checking if what you're thinking is real is like using that remote wisely. It's about tuning into the channel of reality, making sure you're not stuck on a drama channel or wandering into the fantasy realm. It's your ticket to a balanced mental TV guide. Think of your thoughts as fast-moving cars on a highway. Quickly checking if what you're thinking is real is like hitting the brakes for a moment. It's not about stopping the traffic. It's about taking a mindful pause. Buddhism encourages us to see this pause as a chance to look both ways before crossing the intersection of thought. Life can be a bit like a busy highway of thoughts. Buddhism teaches us to take a mindful pause from time to time. Quickly checking if what you're thinking is real is like hitting the brakes gently. It's your way of ensuring that you're moving forward with clarity and not getting caught up in unnecessary mental traffic. Imagine you're walking on a tightrope. Quickly checking if what you're thinking is real is like finding your balance. It's about making sure you're not leaning too much to one side, the side of fantasy or the side of worry. Buddhism says that this balancing act is crucial for a steady and focused mind. Life is a bit like a tightrope walk, and your thoughts can sometimes make you wobble. Buddhism teaches us that quickly checking if what you're thinking is real is like finding your balance on the rope. It's your way of ensuring that you're walking the middle path, free from the extremes of unrealistic thoughts. Quickly checking if what you're thinking is real is not about denying your thoughts. It's about ensuring they align with the reality around you. So let the mental movie play on, but hit that reality button every now and then, making sure your thoughts stay in harmony with the real world. May your mind be a theater of clarity, where the stories on the screen reflect the truth of your journey. Step 9. Don't try to do everything all at once. Imagine you have a plate filled with your favorite dishes. Buddhism tells us that trying to do everything all at once is like trying to taste all the dishes in one giant bite. It's overwhelming. Instead, take a thoughtful approach, savoring each flavor one at a time. The joy of simplifying is about appreciating the beauty in each moment. In Buddhism, they talk about mindfulness, being fully present in what you're doing. When it comes to tasks, not trying to do everything all at once is like savoring each bite of your favorite meal. It's your way of saying, let's enjoy the journey instead of rushing to the destination. Close your eyes and imagine a buffet with various dishes. Your tasks and responsibilities are like the different offerings on the buffet table. The joy of simplifying is like having a plan, selecting one dish at a time, savoring the flavors, and enjoying the variety without feeling rushed. Buddhism teaches us to appreciate the richness of life's buffet without overwhelming our plates. Life is a buffet of experiences, and your tasks are the dishes waiting to be savored. Buddhism says that not trying to do everything all at once is like having a thoughtful approach to the buffet. It's about enjoying each task as if it's a unique flavor, appreciating the diversity without feeling pressured to consume everything in a single bite. Think of tasks as bites of a delicious meal. Not trying to do everything all at once is like savoring each bite. It's the art of being mindful, fully experiencing the taste and texture of each moment. Buddhism encourages us to approach tasks with the same care and attention as we would savor a delectable meal, one bite at a time. Tasks are like bites of the day, each offering a unique flavor. Buddhism teaches us that not trying to do everything all at once is like taking mindful bites. It's your way of appreciating the essence of each task, allowing it to unfold without the pressure of rushing. Each bite becomes a moment to relish, making the entire experience more enjoyable. Imagine your day as a puzzle, and tasks are the pieces waiting to be fitted together. Not trying to do everything all at once is like solving the puzzle with patience. It's about picking up one piece at a time, enjoying the process of connecting them, and appreciating the picture that emerges. Buddhism encourages us to see the beauty in the puzzle of time without the need to rush. Life is a puzzle, and each task is a piece waiting to be placed. Buddhism says that not trying to do everything all at once is like solving the puzzle mindfully. It's your way of taking your time, fitting the pieces together with care, and creating a beautiful picture without the pressure of completing it all at once. Think of tasks as musical notes in a symphony. Not trying to do everything all at once is like conducting the symphony with grace. It's about orchestrating your time, prioritizing the notes, and allowing the harmonious melody to unfold. Buddhism encourages us to appreciate the rhythm of tasks, conducting the symphony of our day without feeling rushed. Your day is a symphony, and tasks are the musical notes waiting to be played. Buddhism teaches us that not trying to do everything all at once is like conducting the symphony wisely. It's your way of prioritizing the notes, appreciating the harmonious flow, and allowing the music of your day to resonate without the pressure of playing every note simultaneously. Not trying to do everything all at once is not about sacrificing productivity. It's about savoring the richness of each task and appreciating the beauty of the journey. So let the buffet unfold. Enjoy each bite mindfully. Piece together the puzzle of time with care and conduct the symphony of your day with grace. May your approach be thoughtful, and may the joy of simplifying bring a sense of fulfillment to each task you undertake.